Our final inductee of the 2017 class of the IMLCA is F. Morris Touchstone, and F. Morris Touchstone's achievements at Yale and the United States Military Academy are legendary. One of the most wonderful things about his legacy is that he lives on quite literally every single year. And for every coach in this room, or every coach that's not in this room, to strive to be someday presented with a plaque that has F. Morris Touchstone's name on it is something that has motivated and inspired generations of us and will continue to. Let's please watch the film.
Francis Morris Touchstone retired as Army's winningest lacrosse coach in 1957 after compiling a 214, 73-4 record during a brilliant 29-year career that spanned 4 decades. He guided Army to a share of 3 national championships, coached 42 first-team All-Americans, and 2 future Hall of Famers during his tenure at the helm of the Black Knights. Touchstone racked up a gaudy .743 winning percentage during his Army coaching career, leading the Black Knights to 28 winning seasons. One of the key figures in collegiate lacrosse circles, he was the first individual to serve as president of the Lacrosse Coaches Association and the first to serve as chairman of the Hall of Fame Committee. Today, the United States Intercollegiate Lacrosse Association Coach of the Year Award is named in his honor. Touchstone was inducted into the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame in 1960.
Accepting this honor for Coach Touchstone is his daughter, Mrs. Ann Touchstone Brinkerhoff. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Hello, lacrosse people. Are you still out there? I'm Morris Touchstone's daughter, but before I talk about him, I'd like to introduce you to the other members of our family who are here. On my left is Mary Beth, his granddaughter. Mary Beth's father played under my dad at West Point, where he was selected All-American in 1953. On my other side are Nancy, also his granddaughter, and Stephanie, his great-granddaughter. Nancy's father and Stephanie's grandfather, Skip Combs, also played under my dad at Army and was selected All-American in 1954. And now just a few words about my dad. He was a Baltimore boy, born and bred. If he were here tonight, he would be very proud. He would also be 120 years old. He began his coaching career at Yale University in 1923, where he coached for 5 years. From Yale, he went to West Point for a long career of almost 30 years. I'm told he was the winningest lacrosse coach in Army history. I've also read that my dad retired, a word foreign to his vocabulary. The truth of the matter is that in November of 1957, my dad suffered a massive heart attack. He was heading out on that dark day to coach his team. His 30th season was to begin in just a few months. A new coach was quickly hired. As the lacrosse season rolled on, that old lacrosse team did something spectacular. They won the national championship that year, both in 1958 and again in 1959. I have to believe that my father was up there rooting for them and maybe even calling some of the plays. Thank you for listening to a very proud and loving daughter. Thank you.